today. So I am here to do another newly released coloring books video. Love making these videos. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite hard though, because I just want to purchase everything. And it's a toughie, but you know, I take one for the team. So today I will talk about 10 new books. Some are upcoming releases, some have already been released. There's also some Christmas ones sprinkled in, but not all of them are holiday. Just want to get that out there. And while chatting to you today, I will actually be coloring in a book that is also a new release. This is not one of the 10 I'll be talking about, but I guess it's an 11th honorable mention. This is a book called My Secret Bookish Life, and I did get it off of Amazon. It is by Epic Page. I don't know, I just randomly stumbled upon it, and I'm a really big reader, and I just thought this book was beautiful. So I am working on a page in here. I'm actually almost done, if I could locate it. And I did do a full flip of this book on my channel, so I'll leave that linked as well as the book down below. I would highly recommend this book. I think it's beautiful. And actually, I legitimately just realized that this is actually the cover of the book. Well, I went for slightly different, I guess. But I am using a combination of my Prismas as well as my Brute Funners. I own a 12 pack of Prismas, so I can't do the whole picture with them, but I still enjoy using them. But yeah, that being said, this is a new release. If it appeals to you, which I personally think it's stunning, the link is down below, and I did do a full flip. But let's actually dive into the official 10 books of this video, right? So I wanted to start off with two books that when I saw them, my legitimate reaction was like, wait, what? At first, I thought it was a fake, I'm not gonna lie. But when you look at it and you see kind of who's associated with it, you know that it's not. But the first book is called Mythographic, Night Terrors by Fabiana Attanasio. Do you now see why I was shooketh when I saw this? I mean, it's obviously a spin-off of the Mythographic series, which Fabiana is involved with. So I guess they're doing a spin-off, which is amazing. And I'm so excited about it, even though I fully know I will legitimately never purchase this book because it's scary. But I'm still so excited. First of all, for Fabiana, but also for all of those lovely colorists out there that like the creepy, scary books. Like, this is going to be amazing. This is not released yet. It will be released August 2nd of 2022. So they are giving us quite a heads up. And the pre-order price is $17.99 in US dollars. But how cool is this? Everything is linked down below if you want to check any of these books out. However, as a forewarning, Amazon tells you nothing about this book. Like, the description is non-existent. You can see the front cover, but that is it. The front cover does look very spooky. But there's no information. They tell us that it's going to be 96 pages, but that's about it. And that it's printed by Castle Point Books. That's legitimately all the information that you have. But I'm assuming they will provide more details closer to the date. And then maybe also if you follow Fabiana on any social media, maybe she'll give previews closer to the date. But as of right now, there's really not much out there about this book, but it's still very exciting, even to me, somebody who is too much of a chicken to color and such things, but still. And then the companion book, when I was like, what is happening, is another Mythogoria book, and it's called Gory Underworld, a terrifyingly beautiful horror coloring book. It is also released August 2nd, 2022, and is also $17.99, and it's by Alessandro, gosh, I can't say that last name, Valdrigi? Probably not how you say it whatsoever. I'm just gonna roll with that one. But this is a companion, and again, it looks very terrifying. You get no information about it, so I can't tell you any fun facts about it. It is also 96 pages. That's pretty much all I can tell you. And gosh, they look terrifying. But yeah, again, I really hope closer to the date they'll provide us with more details. Just because I love a new line of coloring books. Like, how exciting, how creative. Love it all. And I hope you folks like these books. I mean, I wish I did, but I'm too much of a scaredy cat. And then those were the two that I was super surprised about. The next one is called Winter Snow Globes Coloring Book, a Sherry Baldy, My Besties. And per usual, it's adorable. So Sherry Baldy is quite well known for creating super adorable images. This book does have duplicates, so overall you get 50 images, but there are 25 original, times 2. And it's, let's see, what are there? Let's see if there are any details. Single-sided. The back side is blank, aka it's single-sided. And it's get creative with Sherry Baldy and My Besties art. These super cute and easy to color coloring books are filled with my fun, big-eyed, lovable besties. XOXO Sherry. So very sweet. And I'm assuming this is going to be all winter snow globes based on the title, really going on a whim here with that assumption. But this book was released November 22nd. Sorry, 22nd. I said that really weird. And it is currently $9.95. So if you are a Sherry Baldy fan, or if you're looking for more holiday Christmas books, holiday coloring books, or I mean, not even necessarily the holidays. I mean, it's just winter snow globes. So I feel like this would be a good one to color after the holidays are done, because so many books do focus on Christmas, right? When it comes to winter time, but Christmas is not all of winter, and especially if you live in a chilly place. Winter is quite long. I come from northern New England. Winter is a large percentage of the year. So something like this would be great. But yeah, if you're out on the market for a cute, sweet coloring book, this looks very nice. And again, it is $9.95, and it is linked below if you want to check it out. I don't own any of her books, but it's definitely on the list of artists that I want to check out. But I am currently in a no-buy just because my collection has gone out of hand. And then moving on to a Christmas book, and it's called Christmas. Very creative title here. And it is by Demita Victoria. And it says a festive adult coloring book for women. I never understand why it says for women. Like, why is this coloring book for women only? Besides the point. Featuring beautiful Christmas designs and Christmas patterns. Perfect activity book for adults. And below it also says, cherish this holiday season with a fun, festive Christmas coloring book featuring holiday decorations and all the joys of Christmas, sweet Christmas treats, yum, cozy wintry scenes, Christmas patterns, and much more. And it was released November 23rd, and it is currently $5.99. Let's see if we get more information. There are 45 unique designs, and all the images are single-sided and they're black-backed. So love that. Demita Victoria is obviously a known brand, and therefore you can trust her to, well, you can trust them to not be sketchy creepy and steal people's artwork. And I mean, there's been a lot of similar books like this released. I feel like a lot of books like this are released every single year. The pictures tend to be on the simple side, and they usually also tend to be alcohol marker friendly, if that's something that you're looking for. Demita Victoria is another publishing company that I don't own anything from, but it's on the list. One day, one day. And then moving right along, I have an older release, but I still wanted to mention it because I think it's absolutely stunning. And it's called Enchanted World, an adult coloring book with more than 70 beautiful and unique color pages from a Magical Kingdom. It is by Special Art, which I'm going to assume is a printing company, printing press. I don't know anything from them. It was released on October 13th, so that's why I say it's one of the older ones. And it is $8.99 in US dollars. And it looks stunning. You can see the back of the book on Amazon, and those pictures alone, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's beautiful. So I think I also saw flips of this already on YouTube, because like I said, it is an older release. So if it does interest you, I would recommend looking up maybe a full flip, just because if it is available, you might as well make an educated decision, right? But it does look beautiful, and I don't know if I mentioned, but $8.99 is the price, and I feel like for 70 pages, $8.99 is really not bad. So, I mean, the cover alone, like, look at how beautiful that is. Stunning. If I wasn't a no-buy, this would definitely go into my wish list. Well, I guess I could still add it to my wish list. I just can't purchase anything. Self-imposed no-buy is very difficult, but it's so incredibly needed. And then moving on to a new book by Carlo Magana. It was released November 20th, and it's currently $9.95, but that's in euros though. The other prices were in US dollars. This is euros, but it's called Spooklet Sketchbook Coloring Book. Let's see. The Spooklet Sketchbook Coloring Book features over 40 sketches by artist Carlo Magana. Enjoy a whimsical, slightly spooky romp coloring your way through a sketchbook brimming with wonky, glamorous ghouls. Stop fretting, start creating. I like that. So I think everybody's familiar with her work. If you're not, it is quite unique. I feel like I've heard so many times that people say, oh, you know, I was kind of scared of her books, but then when I started coloring in them, I was so inspired. Just something about her art style really like gets people inspired to just throw color at the page, and just, you know, get, as she said, like get creative, like get weird with the color choices, the techniques and everything. I don't own anything by her either. I feel like I've been saying that about every every artist so far, but I mean, it seems like everybody else owns something from her or all of her work. It's really, really cool, and the final product is always also really, really interesting and unique. So I'm glad to see that she's coming out with more cool books. But yeah, it came out November 20th, and it's currently $9.95, but that's in euros again. And moving on to another wintry book. It's called Winter Splendor. Goodness gracious. And it is by the Coloring Book Cafe. It was released November 14th of this year, and is $5.95 in euros. And it says, cherish the whimsical beauty of winter with a breathtaking selection of snowy landscapes, cozy indoor scenes, and Christmas-inspired imagery. Very nice. But since it's called Winter Splendor, I'm really struggling with my words today. I'm hoping that not everything is Christmas themed. And you can see a preview of a bunch of the pages, and they're definitely not. Like, there's definitely some Christmassy ones, but they're not all Christmas themed. And they're really cute. There's a lot of animals that I can see, like deer, like reindeer, dogs, cats. I think there were some bunnies. So, oh, there's even a really happy sheep. How sweet, and squirrels and stuff. So this book is really cute. I don't know how it would be with alcohol markers. Maybe some of the pages, but the line work appears to be a little on the thinner side. So I don't know if maybe alcohol markers, but I think you would have to be cautious. But the pictures are definitely very sweet, and I have to say they're very wintry and very splendory, which I know is not a word. But since I'm struggling with words anyways, I might as well stick to that. But as I mentioned, November 14th of this year, and $5.95 in euros. I love that their books are always so reasonably priced. I mean, that's the great thing about like Coloring Book Cafe and Creative Haven, you know, Jade Summer, even though they're not on Amazon anymore, separate conversation. So Gotta love a budget-friendly book. Moving on to book number 8, another Coloring Book Cafe book. Shocker, shocker, is Christmas themed. It's called A Cozy Christmas, and it says, color your way to Christmas with over 24 uplifting and cheerful illustrations, including beautiful decorations, gorgeous scenery, tons of presents, and touching family moments. Yes, please. Also, I love the cover because there's a really cute dog. Like, look at that good boy just hanging out with Santa. And in typical Coloring Book Cafe style, they do give you previews on Amazon. Love it. And the pictures, I think I would say, are more detailed than the book I just talked about. There's still a bunch of really cute animals. When there are like people or humans, they are a little bit more on the chibier side. Like, they have really big eyes and such, but I wouldn't say they're full chibi girl. I feel like, take a look at the book and tell me if I'm just losing my marbles, but I feel like it's definitely a more chibi look, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Really struggling with the whole sentence building situation today, but it is adorable. It is also $5.95, and these images are single-sided. There are no duplicates, and it just would be perfect for this time of year. I am waiting until December 1st to put up any decorations, but I'm super excited. I have my advent calendar already. Been really difficult not to dig into it. I have a friend's advent calendar this year, so there's like activities and books and like magnets, just like random friends like the show themed things. So it's been really hard not to dig in, but I'm waiting until December 1st. It's been a toughie. Moving on to another Christmas book, and I think this is the first color by number I'm mentioning today, and it's called Mosaic by Number, and it is by Jennifer Rowling, also known as Cactus Girl. I feel like this woman, I'm assuming it's a woman, has so many pseudonyms, names that she goes by, but I like her stuff. I've finished one of her books. I have, I think, 2 of her other books, so I'm definitely a fan. And the book is called Christmas. That's it. It was released on October 28th, so also a little bit of an older release, but it is $6.47 in euros at the moment. And it has 24 mosaic detailed Christmas design images, and yeah, it's just a color by number. So the, gosh, what is it? The color chart is available for you on the back of the book. Sorry, I'm trying to pick out another pencil. Is available for you on the back of the book. Usually her color charts are not ginormous. Like, for example, oh gosh, what are they? Color Questopia used to have really big color charts. They've definitely changed since then. But, you know, back in the day, they used to have absolutely ginormous color charts. So, yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about this book, which seems kind of weird. Well, not weird, but just odd, because I feel like her work is pretty popular. And then, you know, a color by number Christmas book just immediately says success. So, yeah, I'm excited to mention it and hopefully get the word out there about this book. And maybe I've just been living under a rock and everybody else was talking about it and I've just somehow missed it. You know, that is always a possibility. And moving on to the last book, it's also by Cactus Girl / Jennifer Rowling, and it's called Beautiful Scenes, color by number. It was released on October 30th, and it's $6.94, again, in euros. And there are 25 pages of featuring an easy-to-use number system, and they highlighted the easy-to-use part. And it looks really pretty, like the cover of it, but I'm also kind of getting like George Tufex's vibes a little bit, like detail-wise. Maybe a little bit easier than George Tufex's, but it looks really pretty. Again, I haven't heard anybody talking about this one, so I don't know if the level of detail is scaring some people away. I would be really interested in trying it, but like I said, I'm on that no buy. So maybe once I feel less guilty about my shopping habits when it comes to coloring books, I can get this one and try it out. But it does look really beautiful, and since it does appear to be a little bit easier than a George Tufexis, maybe it's like a good gateway book. You know, if you are too nervous to color in George Tufexis and you kind of want to work your way up to his level of complexity, maybe this would be a good one. But yeah, I feel like she's another artist or creator that can be trusted when it comes to quality, originality, and just, you know, reliability. I am going to go and have a cup of coffee because clearly words are not my friends today. Again, I will link all of the 10 books that I've talked about today down below, as well as this beautiful book that I'm coloring in. I have to say, I would highly recommend this book. I obviously can't recommend the other books that I talked about. I can just kind of give you my first impressions and let you make your own not your own decisions, because obviously you're capable of doing that, but kind of, you know, setting your own assumptions and what you think of the book, because I haven't colored in them and I don't own them. But this one, top notch. I did black out the background because there was like little details there and I was just not about it. But I will go in with either a white gel pen or like a glitter gel pen and add accents in the back. I also want to add accents to the book, and obviously I still have to do her skin. So it is going to look different when I'm done. I always wait until I've finished all the pencil work before I add in like gel pen and white pen, because I have a tendency to smudge things like when I move my hand. So I'm waiting on that, but this will definitely be in my monthly wrap up this month. Please do come back for that. It's going to be a lovely time. But thank you so much to everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.